So you're crushing 4 to 5 WODs per week, but you're tired of not looking like it, or you're at this crazy plateau where it feels like the harder you work, the more you sink. This video is for the women out there that want to lose fat and build muscle to look like they work out without cutting calories. Now I'm going to go over exactly what the benefits are, how to do it, and then what to do to implement step by step to reach these goals. So why does this work? The first reason it works is because we are tired as a society of the traditional dieting strategies, constantly eating less to get smaller. And so Recomp is a really great way to start making some improvements and to actually look like you work out and look strong. Next, it focuses on fueling performance. That's what Recomp is all about. And I think this is why it's such a great goal for pretty much everybody, instead of focusing directly on restriction. And lastly, we can focus on other things like getting stronger, nutrient timing, and just overall well-being. So this is the 3 reasons I find that this is probably the most important reason you should be focused on Recomp instead of anything else. So now let's get into how to do this without cutting calories. So cutting calories in general stalls performance and stalls overall growth, especially physically. Let me explain. When we're starting at the gym and we're doing our Metcons and we feel like we haven't eaten enough that day, our body feels deprived. Our body does not like this. We do not want to feel deprived when we're trying to hit difficult and challenging workouts. Also, when we restrict ourselves, let's say we restrict ourselves throughout the day just because we need to hit a specific calorie amount, we're only going to feel like we're constantly restricting ourselves from being able to eat the foods that we want and have enjoyment. This eventually leads to binging. Binging is where we overeat large amounts of food and calories that take us completely out of the deficit that we need to lose weight, and then also makes us feel guilty, and we repeat this cycle again. And so this is why it's super important not to restrict calories and instead figure out a way not to cut calories all the time in order to look the way that you want. So how does Body Recomp actually work? Body Recomp works by losing fat and building muscle at the same time. So I bet you're wondering, well, how the hell do I do this if I'm not cutting calories? I'm going to explain it to you. Well, if we decide to cut calories, that's good for fat loss. However, it's not really good for muscle growth. Now, we can also go on the flip direction and raise our calories. This is great for muscle gain, but not really good for fat loss. So instead, the methodology that our teams developed is finding the right balance at calorie maintenance. Calorie maintenance is the exact amount of calories your body needs to actually perform well and lose fat and build muscle at the same time. But there's a strategic calorie and macronutrient distribution you need in order to do this. So here are some of the key nutrition strategies that our team uses to help people recomp effectively. Once you figure out your calorie maintenance, which can be figured out through a TDEE calculator, or you can actually DM me the word AI Blueprint on Instagram and I'll send you something for free. Now, once you figure out this calorie range, we need to figure out your macronutrient distribution and then your timing. Let's focus a little bit more on timing for this video so I can make this easy for you guys. In terms of protein, timing does not matter. Just make sure you hit your protein number. Now, keep in mind, if you're doing something like intermittent fasting, it's going to be a really big challenge for you to hit your protein goal by the end of the day. So I personally recommend doing the opposite of intermittent fasting, front-loading breakfast and protein in the morning. Next comes carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are our main energy source. I call them our WOD energy. WOD energy is super important to feel like you're actually not struggling throughout your workout and you can get better effectively. And so to do so, I recommend taking 70% of your carbohydrate amount and putting it around your workout time. This is going to help you fuel better and then recover better after the workout is over. Fats are the exact opposite of carbs. They're good for hormonal health and for a host of other things. However, they digest and absorb very slow. Therefore, putting fat away from the workout window is likely going to be optimal. And those are some nutrient timing strategies our team utilizes with people doing 4 to 5 watts per week so that they don't have to cut calories, they feel recovered and fueled, and they can lose fat and build muscle at the same time. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope this helped you guys understand what you need to do in order not to cut calories. Now, if you want the specific calorie range and calorie amount that you need, you can DM me the word AI Blueprint on Instagram. I'll send it over to you. That way you can understand what your calorie intake needs to be. Obviously, everything is personalized, which is why I couldn't go over it on this video with you guys today. I appreciate you guys showing up today to the video. Why don't you go ahead and watch this video next, and I'll see you guys on the next one.